try to make this short, but I had this thought, and I just kind of wanted to talk about it. You see my Edward Cullen shirt? I love it. But no, seriously, I had this thought, and so just a little while ago, there was a lot of hullabaloo going on a post that I posted on Facebook, which is hilarious to me because when I posted it, it really was not super serious to me. I was just saying my opinion about the situation or about the post, not so much about the situation, but what that particular post, it was crazy. And all of this feedback and debate started going on, and I think people got offended and defensive, and I mean just all type of stuff on both sides of the conversation. And what's so funny is I don't even think anybody really disagreed with the other person. I think it was just like, hey, well, let's check it out from a different perspective. Let's think about what, the other side, like it's not just about one, opinion, or one situation or one circumstance. It's a wider, discussion to have. And so anyway, just the context of the content of the post and what it was talking about made me think about something about the relations, not even relationships, but relations between men and women. And one thing about it, for the most part, women are very complex when it comes to their thinking processes and feelings and ideas and notions and all that type of stuff. And I think it's a gift. I think it is a good thing. And that's one of my favorite things about being a woman is how our minds can just take so many different twists and turns and directions. It can be really a really good thing. I thought about how even in the Bible, and a lot of people think I'm religious. I'm not. I'm spiritual. But even if you just look at it from a literary standpoint and you look at the Bible and debate its content or contemplate the content of it poetically, there is in the Bible on, I think, more than one occasion, but I know in I want to say Proverbs, wisdom is actually referred to in the female sense, so wisdom is a woman in a sense of speaking in that regard. And we can really get down in there and think up some stuff. And so my thoughts on that, or what came to my mind on that, is that as a woman, knowing the mental powers that you have, you should always use your powers and your strengths for good and not evil. And a lot of times we as women use our wisdom, we use our complex mind frames to win against men. We manipulate, we seduce, we confuse, and sometimes I think it can be almost accidentally, but a lot of times it's on purpose. We know how to get what we want very often. And sometimes I think we go about it in the wrong way. I don't personally try to manipulate anybody purposely, but I've seen it done. I've seen women who knew they were wrong or that they did something wrong have, convinced men to apologize to them and all type of stuff. And, we try to justify it in our own minds. We try to make ourselves believe our own truth, as we call it, or our own alternative facts, lies, messed up, things that are just not right. We'll have, we'll be making people believe it, and to the point that we believe it. I'm telling you, I'm a woman, so I've had the privilege to be around women, or not even the privilege, but the opportunity. I rather, downgrade it to opportunity to be around women who knew that they made a bad decision or did something wrong, that they'll be like, well, he shouldn't have responded like that, and he shouldn't have done that. Don't you think? Ain't that right? You know, Felicia? And I'd be like, I don't really know. Because I'd be like, nah, girl. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you was wrong. And so I just wanted to encourage, you know, people in general, but definitely women, do not manipulate situations and be all in left field to try to prove that you're right in a scenario, or to try to make another person look bad because of, you know, their, you know, who they are. For example, we typically, you know, are known for being gentle and delicate. We should be anyway. I don't know, we out here. But, you know, they'll tell a man, that's a good example. They'll say, well, a man should never hit a woman. I personally agree with that. You know, what you doing jumping on a little girl, okay? But then, you know, women will take that and they will, you know, just badger a man, you know, verbally. You know, they'll talk about his mama, his daddy, his dogs, his horses, his cows, his house. We know how to pull out the punches to really hurt somebody. When you know that man has a particular issue or something that he's struggling with, and you will pull that out in a conversation or in an argument to try to like win or to get over, and to make that person submit or lose, and that's not fair, you know. Or you will you know, and then even to the point where women will physically attack men, you know, and then they get popped back. Now here's the thing, even in that case, I would hope and pray that my brothers, my cousins, my uncles would say, no, I'm still not gonna hit you, because not only because the woman shouldn't be hit, but because I know the consequences that can follow, you know, a man hitting a woman. It's like, you hit her, bro, man, she just a little woman, you know what I'm saying? They're like, no man, she hit me, you know. But nah, that ain't right, still that's a woman, you know. And so for that reason, I always, you know, try to the men, which is usually, you know, children that I have influence with, I try to teach them, do not hit girls, do not touch girls. You know, if they say don't touch them one time, don't you touch them ever, okay? Because, you know, it could be detrimental to you, because of we in here, we have the mental strength, and so we play on that, you know, to try to get over on men, and that's just not right. I've seen it happen. You see it happen all the time in, you know, relationships, gold diggers, and all types of things, you know. And this is not, I've been called a female chauvinist pig because of some of my views and some of the things that I say. But the truth of the matter is that as a woman, I understand the strength that we have, and sometimes we misuse it. We abuse it and we manipulate, and we shouldn't. We're not supposed to do that. You know, so that's what I wanted to encourage you to do. Like, use your wisdom as a woman to make good decisions for yourself and for the people around you as well. You know what I'm saying? Don't use your ability to try to manipulate a situation to try to get over, because that's not really fair. Because men are more straightforward thinkers. They're more simple, you know. And it's not to say that they're dumb, but they just ain't all into the stuff that we're into. They might be physically more strong, and so everybody's going to look at them. And that's the thing, I think a lot of times men get a bad rap because we look at their muscles and their strength outwardly, and we don't think about the inward strength that that women have, and how they can use that and manipulate that against men, you know. And men, listen, I'm on your side because I like with men, okay? And I'm telling you, some of these women out here ain't to be messed with. They dangerous. And you don't need to fool with them, okay? Just because they talking good and they looking good and they know how to get your attention, that might not be who you want to fool with, man. That girl is poison. Man, you have to, you know, and I think the Bible even talks about men dealing with women in wisdom or in knowledge or something like that. I want to say it's in like 1 Peter, if you want to look it up. If you're not religious, then you might not want to look it up. But you know from experience that women, you got to know how to deal with us. Don't fool with a woman that always keep you confused all the time. Chances are she ain't on your side. If she ain't willing to explain it and make it clear to you, you might want to go the other direction, because she might not be to be fooled with, okay? I'm just telling you, I got the inside scoop. Because I'm a woman and people don't realize I'm not here for the mess. I want us to all win together. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Bottom line, use your wisdom and your beautiful, complex thinking prowess for good and not evil. Be generous and not selfish. Don't just think about yourself and what you want. Think about what we all need. Okay?